Walmart, leaving Tom Thumb, O'Reilly's, like.
Yeah, so I started my first job out of high school was at Walmart. Three to 4 weeks in, I got promoted to overnight manager in the frozen department, and I did that or whatever. Didn't like it, you know. Then I went to barbering, you know, quit that, and then went back to retail because this is stuff I know, you know. So I wasn't trying to find another field, you know. So I went back to retail, Tom Thumb overnight, using my experience that I had from Walmart. Got hired on as an overnight manager at Tom Thumb. So I did that for like 2-3 years, and I was like, I just wasn't feeling it. So I was like, if I can run a business, if I can manage, you know, working for a business and manage their business, you know, the manager side of like overnight, I can do it for myself, you know, full time. So I quit, and I went back into barbering, you know, and then I just pursued it full time, and then I ain't looked back.
So one thing I want to ask, and I always ask this when I talk to entrepreneurs, was there a point in time, like after you had quit and came back and was like, all right, I got my stride, CB Cutz is CB Cutz, I'm in this thing. Was there a point in time where, and it doesn't have to be this example, but there's a point in time where it was the third of the month and you were, you know, $500 short. You know, were there ever those periods during your entrepreneurship journey, and what did you do to overcome those moments?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's times like that now. I mean, it's life, you know, stuff like that gonna happen, you know. But to answer your question, yeah, it was times like that. I remember, matter of fact, the last time I was at Tom Thumb and I decided I was gonna let it go and go back into. I think my check was $500. My last check was $500. I had to pay my car note at the time. My car note was like $350, and then I had to pay some other bills. All my check. So I was out of there. And I'm not the type of person to go ask. I'm gonna figure it out. So I just end up figuring it out. You know, you just gotta hustle. I'm a hustler, so I'm gonna figure it out. So and that's just part of entrepreneurship too.
What that mean,
you gotta go get it.
We being transparent here.
You gotta go get it.
What you getting?
I'm just saying, like, if I gotta go buy something at a low price and get a little profit off of it, sell it high, you know, just whatever it might be, clothes or whatever. You go to my Facebook, you know I'm gonna always sell something. Especially being in the shop, people come in and out every day. I go get a case of water and break it down and sell the water. Whatever, you know, I'm gonna make some money. So that was my mindset. Like, if I had to go get it, like whatever the case may be. So, but I'm not gonna like just stop or just give up and crash out.
Why?
I mean, you just gotta keep going, especially when you got things to take care of and people depending on you. You know, you can't stop. That's why you can't stop.
Gotcha. So, I want to make sure, I got a question. Okay. So, we talked about it a little bit, but when you first decided to kind of branch out and be CB Cutz and not just a barber in a shop, what were, like, we're going to talk money. What were some of, like, the initial investments you had to make for CB Cutz?
You know, you definitely got to invest in yourself, especially being a barber. You got to get the best clippers on the market. You got to get the top products to provide a nice cut. You know, you can't just go in with cheap clippers thinking. I mean, you can cut with cheap clippers or whatever and produce a haircut, you know, but you want it to be top notch, so you can charge top notch, so you can get paid what you're worth. So you got to invest in yourself.
So talk about that. You said something that a lot of people struggle with in the beginning, charging what you're worth. What does that look like? Because I know a lot of people get caught up and it's like, well, I'm just starting out, so I can't charge this or charge that. Like, what does that mean when you say charge what you're worth?
Yeah, but I